A tripod somewhere if you want to use it.
Right now,
No, that's fine. I don't mind
start
doing
my vocal production or vocal mix here.
that. Could you say your full name for me, please?
Isaac Rothwell.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay. And yeah, could you spell that for us?
ISAACROTHWELL. Oh, sorry, man.
Do you think you could give us like a little tour of some of this equipment and stuff?
Definitely. So right now we're testing out some cool gear. We got a modified. This is from JJ Audio. It's an M Audio preamp, but it's been totally like repurposed and modified, the circuitry and stuff. We're running through this is a DBX, but it's been modded to sound like SSL compressors. This is a cool clone of vintage 1176. It's really good circuitry in it. We've got a lot of vintage stuff here, like we got these old Scully 280Bs, we got the regular 280s. These are like stuff that back from the 70s, like that was an electric Ladyland, like stuff that Jimi Hendrix got cut on and things like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go. So it's kind of like a mix of all new then.
Yeah, that's what we're really into. I mean,
Whatever works best.
yeah, we got a lot of really custom vintage gear that we utilize to mix with new stuff to kind of get that original sound.
So you look at mold.
Then we got standard recording software, lots of plugins. But we really like to be a hybrid setup between analog and digital because we feel like you got to use both to get that original sound. A lot of people get stuck in the box and digital.
Well, it's giving you more of like a library to choose from of sounds too. Yeah, and it's not limiting yourself in any way.
Digital just can't recreate some of the stuff that happens in these, in the transformers and the different electronics.
Dude, I love Apple. I have Apple.
It doesn't get pushed the same way.
I trust their product. But at the same time,
So have any other bands tracked here, recorded here besides the Goonies?
We had one band, but they kind of disbanded after they got done doing their EP, and then we had Phil Rose. Here. Trent Park did the majority of his EP's mixing here. I engineered the majority of his record.
The Latin band
We also did a Latin band called CEA.
Pro Tools?
What we have here? We've done a lot of like rap acts in here too. So besides the Goonies, a lot of people have come in and tracked some stuff. Jamel Lorick has tracked here, Seth Marcel, Gold Be Free, Tall Bucks.
Cool.
It's a pretty long list of people actually. As far as specific bands, the space has its limitations, so sometimes bands want to track together. So sometimes they're drawn to larger spaces, but we have done our share of work.
Yeah.
Considering this was a part-time venture at first in the beginning, and now it's going to become a full-time thing for us.
That's awesome.
Congrats. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
So you two partnered to work on this thing. Okay, cool. One thing I was gonna ask too is because I get a good feel for some of the bands I see in Syracuse, but before I ask this, do you guys have a website and stuff?
Yes, we do. StudioDogPro.com.
Okay. And going off of what I was just saying, that's one of the things I was looking for like rap acts, in Syracuse, and I mean, I couldn't really find that besides the Goonies when I would see you guys out, you know what I mean? So are these guys playing in Syracuse? Some of these rappers and stuff?
They're putting on their own shows, so they have some stuff that's going on like
The majority of it is, but the majority of it is not like in the main center of the city though.
Right.
And a lot of it has to do with a lot of good places where bands could perform in general have closed. Places like the Stew, we lost Halfpenny Pub stopped doing shows. I don't think Clinton Street Club does any. Hanover Square has kind of dried up a little bit. I know Bull and Bear is still trying to hold on, and they're doing some good things over there, but we also had Manhattan's over there, and that's not open anymore.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of places for live music that are, everything is kind of pushed way out. Like, one of the bigger venues is Westcott, in the Westcott community up there with Westcott Nation.
Absolutely.
And then you have the Lost Horizon, but that's in DeWitt, technically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, Fusion is like,
Matty Dale.
I've heard good things about it, but it's way out there.
It is.
So.
And there are good things about it.
Yeah, and the emphasis right now is to move people into the middle of the city. They're improving all those buildings downtown on Salina Street. So where are those people going to go?
Exactly.
To watch live music, because at one point Armory was like Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of, it's kind of become more
Me,
like
that bothers me. Is like,
you know, Bud Light Street now. You know,
It is, yeah.
It isn't as alive as it used to be, and that's, you know, I have a special place in my heart for places like the Stoop, man. That's great.
That's just like,
Dude, I just see that sign, and I never got a chance to
Oh, you
really check
missed
it
it,
out.
man. It was incredible.
Well, dude, Empire used to be incredible. Empire used to have amazing acts. I've seen you guys there. You know what I mean? Like, they don't do that live music on Friday nights anymore like they used to.
I mean, some of it is the economy, but also, you know, there are changes that may be necessary for Syracuse to really take things to the next level around the corner. You know, but I feel also like, I mean, I think a good part of what's going to happen in the future of the city might actually be happening on this side of town. So that's why good we plant a flag over here. You know, like Rick is doing some great things at the Gear Factory.
Yeah.
Like his first floor entrance is like a stage waiting to happen.
I'll have to check that out.
That loading dock right there. I mean, you know, I've talked to him a bunch of times about that. He's also got the parking lot right across the street. All you need is a permit. You can put on summer concerts there.
Oh, that's
You know,
sweet, yeah.
So you've got that art park over there by the train tracks and everything. You know, so there's a lot of room over here on this side of the city that is, you know, it's not as densely populated in the factories, in the factory district.
I've done a few stories over there. They're remaking Wyoming Street. You know, you're talking like off of Fayette. You know, it's so cool. It's so cool. And that art park, definitely. That's Ty Marshall, and I've interviewed him. Yeah, definitely. So I would agree with you on there. I mean, you have Tip Hill right there, which is always a big, you know, young person, you know, neighborhood.
I mean, I remember the first time that he and I actually did anything together as the Goonies was at the Stoop, though.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I have that's why I keep mentioning and bigging up that place. I know it's not opening.
Now, I think they do like private things at the Stoop now, or something?
I haven't seen it open. So
Right, yeah, me neither.
Maybe I just got bad timing. I know Halfpenny used to be a jumping place when they were doing live music.
I know.
Really nice big room.
They do. They still have that big room, and you go there and you're just like, God, I want to see, you know, another live show
It was a good place for people to come together too, man, because you would get a mixed crowd. It wasn't just one set of people. You know, sometimes hip hop or any other genre, for that example, draws in people's minds stereotypically one type of people. And Halfpenny was cool because you would see like the bikers and the hard rockers and all that, and then we'd be playing, and sometimes we'd have bands that would cater to that audience play with us.
Yeah.
You know, and like nobody would leave. So that's what was great about that place, is like we'd start playing and we were doing stuff that was plainly like in a hip hop format, and like those guys were like, yeah, I love the Fat Boys, man, let's do this. You know, 7,000 piercings, body covered and painted in tattoos, tall head, long beard like ZZ Top, and they were staying.
Yeah.
For those shows, so it wasn't like the audience wasn't digging it, you know, and like I feel like there needs to be more places like that. Like I'd love to tap into the punk culture, man. Like hip hop and punk are like kissing cousins, man. Like they were together at one point.
Yeah.
And, no, seriously, like you'd be shocked how many punk artists on early hip hop records.
No, absolutely.
Like Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
Remember they had and then there was Grandmaster Flash and Fierce 5. There's a band called Liquid Liquid, right? And the famous song by them called White Lines was Liquid's song Caverns. But this is a punk band, right? And they all knew each other. So they're like, yo, can you play bass on our record? And so the guy just like, sure, I'll play my own shit over again.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like they always used to hang out, man. I'm serious. You know, like you should look at early Ice-T. The dude's in leather and chains, breaking up records on stage with chains and shit, playing. It's going crazy.
Yeah.
You got to see it. The two cultures were together at one point. I wish that would happen again.
No, I think it definitely could.
It sounds like that's what's happening sort of more in the Armory Square area, is that these businesses are getting catering just to a specific image when they should really be bringing it all in there.
No, it's supposed to be a community thing. Most great records done, you know,
like
I said,
Illmatic.
Yeah. They playing that record and killed hip hop.
Oh, we did like turn this
artists. You know, usually hip hop artists have one sound because it's one producer.